Humans have a fundamental need for emotional connection. It's a building block in the foundation of a fulfilling life. This is Maslow's pyramid, his hierarchy of needs. No, not that pyramid. This pyramid. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a psychological theory that organizes human needs into 5 distinct levels. These levels are typically represented as a pyramid, with the most fundamental needs at the bottom, progressing toward higher level psychological and self-fulfillment needs at the top. The idea is simple. Before we can address higher needs like personal growth or relationships, we first need to satisfy our basic survival needs. The 5 levels are psychological needs, safety needs, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. Toward the end of his life, he included a 6th level, which is transcendence. His interest in transcendence emerged later in his career as he considered the experience and aspirations that go beyond individual self-fulfillment. Transcendence involves a state of being in which individuals go beyond their needs and reach a higher level of consciousness, often involving a sense of connection and something greater than themselves. This can include spiritual experiences, altruistic behaviors, and a sense of unity with the broader universe. So why is it that so many of us seem to be stuck here at the 3rd level? Why do we suck so bad at relationships? We want it, but we have no idea how to get there. The good news is that there is a way to get to fulfilling, meaningful relationships, but it's not what we think. We often believe that deep connection that we desire is out there floating around in some ideal partner that maybe someday we might meet. We don't realize that we probably wouldn't recognize our perfect partner even if they came up and bit us on the butt. And that's because we don't know what our perfect partner is. Most of us only know what our perfect partner is not. We know what we don't want, but how often have we explored what we really do want? If we manifest from the point of view of what we don't want, then we create these cycles of getting exactly what it is that we're focused on, those bad things that we don't want. The key word here is focus. What we need to do is focus on what we do want. To do that, we need to know ourselves, because the perfect partner will see you and will respect you. They will hear you and genuinely like you. The problem with not knowing yourself translates to not knowing who you are in a relationship. When we come to a relationship, not understanding our own wants and needs, and then expect someone else to somehow just know how to fulfill those needs that we don't even know that we have, it's not really reasonable to expect someone else to know what you don't know. So your authenticity, being and knowing your true self, is the most powerful thing you can do to create the kind of partnerships that you want in your life. First, you have to be real with yourself. Your relationship with you is where it all begins. Treat yourself well and expect others to do the same. We must clearly define what we want and need from our relationships and begin by giving ourselves those things first. The people that enter our lives that we are drawn to will reflect the relationship that we are having with ourselves. We aren't in this experience, this thing that we call life, by accident. We generally believe that fulfilling long-term relationships with a life partner are built upon concepts of we. We have respect, loyalty, affection, trust for each other and for the relationship between us. And this is true. Lasting, loving relationships are built on those things. So why is it when we know those things, do so many relationships end because one or more of those fundamental principles were broken? How does it happen that what begins as the perfect match evolves into the match setting itself on fire, and we end up getting burned. And we ask ourselves, how could I have been so wrong about them? Why didn't I see it? And so forth. Now we don't trust ourselves either. And these kind of experiences deliver a blow to your doubt button. Now our trust and our ability to do so is in shreds, and it's scattered everywhere. So now what? How do we rebuild that trust? We have two choices. And one is to never trust again, and the other is to learn the lesson that the experience brought you to learn. This is how we recover our trust, and it begins with recovering your trust in yourself. You can reclaim your trust by answering your own questions. How did you not see it coming? What made you miss the red flags? The answer to these questions are within you. To see them requires you to move from a perspective of that they did this or that to the perspective of a detective. To reclaim your trust, you have to explore the whys in yourself and let go of getting the answers to the whys from someone else. Let go of why did they do that and focus on why did it happen at all. Become the detective and look at the big picture. It really isn't about how you didn't know the other person well enough. These lessons happen because we don't know ourselves well enough. And they are here to give you the opportunity to learn and to grow. The point of view that you choose to see from will determine the outcome of these lessons. We can turn ourselves into a victim and cut ourselves off from our fundamental nature as a human to love and to be loved, and continue to have the lessons repeat itself over and over until we get it. Or we can take the opportunity to learn from it by taking the bull by the horns and doing the inner work and learning what it is that we must see about ourselves. We take responsibility for our part and ask the right questions and stop the cycles of painful and unfulfilling relationships. And cycles, the patterns in the big picture of your life experience, are the place to begin. This is a powerful way to begin the inner work of our self-awareness journey. The key to having lasting, fulfilling relationships is you. Your relationship with yourself is where all of our relationships begin. What you bring to the table is what you have to offer as your part. Your authenticity is the greatest gift you can give to anyone. You are here to be you. Mastering authenticity is the outcome of building the most valuable and rewarding relationship you will ever have. It's the one with yourself. Who are you beneath the identity of all the things other people have told you that you were? It's time to decide for yourself who you are. It isn't fair for us to ask other people to do for you what you don't do for yourself. Asking someone else to love you, accept you, when you don't give that to you is pointless. These cycles will continue to play out in your relationship until you realize that we get what we give ourselves. To find our perfect partner, we need to be our perfect partner. The journey to being your authentic self is not an easy one. It takes work, it takes dedication. The reward for doing so is reaching your fullest and highest potential here as spirit incarnate in matter. If you're ready to begin your journey into your authentic self, I have included some links in the description to playlists for practical tools for mindfulness. Thanks for listening.